Hello, this is TJ and welcome back to my channel. Today I have another Mastercam Tip video about cross-hole deburring. I have another Mastercam video about cross-hole deburring, but on that video we use the lollipop cutter, but today is something different. Um, we are not gonna use the lollipop cutter anymore, but we change to a back chamfering tool like this. You can see on this video I gonna use a back chamfering tool and it's gonna cut like this. And we have a small chamfer here on the red. um, this is what we want to get after we do the deburring operation. Okay, before we start I can turn on the simulation so you can see um, how it's work cut. This is the part and this is the chamfering tool, a back chamfering tool, and now I let it cut. Yeah, and this is what we get. You can see the burr can be removed with this operation. We have a small chamfer here along the intersection between the hole. Okay, we go to the level. I have something to show you first. Okay, and here the level I use, the first level I start a part with the small chamfer here, and the second level is the same part without the chamfer. This level I use for cutting simulation. And on number 3 and number 4 I have two different tools. You can see on the right side I have a back chamfering tool. This is a real tool we use for the operation. And on the left side I have another flip chamfering tool with a flat tip here. Why I need this one, I'm gonna talk detail about this later, but you can see when I merge the tool together, you can see when I merge this chamfering tool to this back chamfering tool here. Did you see that? I turn on the wireframe, you can see. So I can say that the lower section of this chamfer tool is the upper section of this back chamfer tool. Okay, you can see they are the same. Lower section and the upper section. So I also have level 13 and 14, so you can see it clearly. This is the chamfering tool flip, and this is the back chamfering tool. The lower section, this is the lower section of the chamfering tool. It's the same with the upper section of the back chamfering. Yeah, you can see it when I mark it here. They're the same. Okay, I think so far you can see what I want to do now. I turn up them. I have another level, number 99, for storing the toolpath. Okay, let's take a look on this chamfer. When you look at it from the top side, you can see it's totally undercut. That means you cannot reach it with a conventional tool. But try to look at from the bottom and see. Yeah, you can see that when you look at that chamfer from the bottom side, it's become a normal chamfer, a 3D chamfer. That means you can cut it with a normal chamfering tool like this. Like what I did here, I made a 2D contour like this. This is a 2D contour, and then I project this 2D contour to this red surface using the same tool, and I got a 3D chamfer toolpath like this. You can see this one is the dummy chamfer I talked before. I call that dummy because we just use it for calculating, and we are not using it on the reality. Let me show you again about that dummy tool. Yeah, this is the dummy tool we use. It's just a chamfer, a normal chamfering tool. Okay, and what we do with it is create this chamfering toolpath. After we got this blue toolpath here, you can use a very useful function that's called save as geometry. So after you click on this and click on this OK button, it will move this toolpath to a level and you can use it for whatever you want. I use this level 99 and after I click OK, I got something like this. I saved it before. This one is what I got. So we use the dummy tool to create a chamfering operation and we save that toolpath. Okay, and after we save it, we apply that this chain we saved to this 3D contour. We go back to the top plane. Turn off this one. Okay, we go back to the top plane and we create a 3D contour toolpath using a back chamfering tool. You can see I make a 3D contour and look at what chain we selected. That's the one we saved from the last operation from the bottom side. Yeah. After we select that chain, we go back to the parameter. Remember to set the compensation type off because we want to cut it at the tool center. And you can see I have a zip mouth in here in the depth. Let's see when I using no zip mouth what happened. Yeah, if you don't want to use a zip mouth, this is what you got. The bottom of this chamfering tool follow the chain we selected and it's not cut at the position we want. It cut into the part, not making a deburring operation. So that's why we need to shift it down at the mouth. So how much? Okay, let's turn on the part. Sorry, turn off the part and just keep the curve we save it. I turn on the dummy tool. Okay, you can see this is dummy tool we created from the last operation. Move to here. This is what we did. Okay, you can see this dummy tool we use it to create a toolpath. And if you just apply that chain, that safe chain to the new toolpath, this is what we got. We still not have a correct contact point, so we need to sieve it down. How much? I'm gonna show you. We turn on the back chamfer, turn off the part. Now I move the back chamfer to here so you can see it easily. There will be touch. So that's what we have when we use no zip mount. Yeah, you can see that. The goal is you need to move the back chamfering tool down. As I talked about it before, this lower section of the chamfering tool is the same with the upper section of the back chamfering tool. So in order to get a correct contact area, you need to shift the tool this down. So this red section, you can see this red section will become this red section. Yeah, so how much we need to check it. I need to measure, so you can see it now. This is 3 millimeter. I need to move it down 3 millimeter. Okay, turn off this dummy, turn off this toolpath. Okay, go back to the level and turn on this dummy, and now I will move this. So this is what happened when we shift this tool down. You can see the amount 3 millimeter. Yeah, this is no shift and this is 3 millimeter. will input 3 mm. So you can see now they intersect, two rest section become one. That means we have the same contact area. Yeah, you can see that. Now the back chamfering tool contact with at the correct depth, and that's why you can see I input -3 here. That's the amount of the chip we need to apply to get the correct cutting. Yeah, so that's what we got, right? Very easy. Okay, and now I will go back from the beginning. I will do everything from the beginning. You can see there's something we need to take into account, not just select the tool. Okay, first I need to turn them off, everything. This is what I want to keep. This is the part. Turn off the section view. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you what we need to do from the beginning. First, we should create a chamfer here using the chamfering tool. Sorry, using the chamfer function. For example, here, and you enter amount of chamfer you want. In this case, I want a 0.2 chamfer. Okay, so we create a chamfer. I will mark it to another color. You can see it clearly. Change face, change the color to red. You can see that. Okay. After you create this chamfer, uh, you should create a 2D toolpath from the bottom side. You can see this is the toolpath I created. You can see the T-plane is bottom. That means we cut it from the bottom. And this is the chamfer we created. This is a 6 mm with a 1.5 chamfer distance. It's the same with the back chamfering, the upper and the lower section. Okay. And after we create this 2D toolpath, we select the chain on the top here. This is what we look from the bottom. And we select this chain. This is the diameter of the hole on the top view. Okay. And here you can input the stock to leave. You should input a negative amount. So in this case I use 0.6. Cut into the part. You can see if you input just 0, the tool will contact with the diameter and there will be no chamfer. So it should be some little amount into the part like this. So after that, what you want to do next is do a projection. This project tool part makes sure that the tool contact your part at the correct chamfer distance. I don't think a 3D contour is a good idea to do it. I recommend you to use a project toolpath. This is a very good tool to do. Okay. With this project toolpath, what we gonna select is we select the chamfer we just made. Okay. And with the same tool, this is a 6 mm chamfer. Using the same tool to project to the surface. This is what we got. You can see now the tool is contact to the chamfer face. But look at this. We don't have a complete cut. I think I already told you about one thing in another video, but what we need to do in this case to get a complete cut is you can see this interruption. We have some interruption in this area. We don't have any tool path here, so what we need to do is we create a surface. I call it a patch surface. Plane here, level, patch. You can see I create a surface here. I can remove it and make it again so you can see you need to put something here, a flat boundary. I don't know what happened with the toolpath, but I think it needs something to do the projection on, because we have nothing here on the hole. So when there's something with the projection, and it cannot do the project, and it cannot give it a toolpath, so we're gonna make a surface here, and we go back to the project toolpath, include it, that's one, include that one, and we generate the toolpath again. You can see it's different. Yeah, now we had a complete toolpath, not interruption. I don't know why. Maybe, yeah, something related to the projection. You can put it everywhere you want, not just on the bottom of this hole. You can move it up or move it down, just to make sure you have something in the hole here, inside the hole, so Mastercam can do the projection. Yeah, after you create that patch surface, you have a smooth toolpath, no interruption, no missing toolpath. Okay, and I can remove everything so you can see. After you got the project toolpath like this, the next step is save it to a level. Okay, click on this button and select the level you want. In this case, I'm gonna select 99. Okay, and we go back to the level 99 and see if we got it. Yeah, you can see this is what we need. And then now you can remove this movement also, this one. We just want to keep the cutting move. Yeah, we remove the retract motion and plunge motion. We just keep this this one. Okay, and after that we go to the toolpath again and create a 3D contour from the top view. Okay, you can see this T-plane now become top, and those one are bottom. This one become top. We select the 6mm back chamfering tool we created. You can see this tool you can create by defining a T-slot cutter with top and bottom chamfer, or you can just make your tool add a step file and then save that step file, and then using this function to import that step file. It depends what you want. Okay, just to make sure it's the same size with the dummy tool you use it. Number one and number two need to be the same size. Okay, and go to the change geometry. Now it's time to select the curve we selected. Level, turn on the path, easy to see. You can select whatever point you want to start with. So I change it here. I start the chain at this position. Okay, and now we move. What happened? What happened? Plane top. It should be 3D, right? We go back again and see what happened. Maybe there's something wrong. Okay, we select 3D, and remember to set the compensation type off, because we save the toolpath when the tool um, is in the center line of the tool. So in this toolpath we need to select off here and go to the depth. Here we should input the shipment mount. As I told you before, it should be 3mm. You can input -3 here. It depends on you, it's not important. I want to apply some lead in and lead out for the tool, so I can input here. You can see this is a perpendicular 1mm motion for lead in and lead out, the same thing. Okay, and then calculate it. Yeah, you can see the tool plug into the hole, and this is the lead in motion. It cut the edge of the hole. Very nice, right? So this is what we get, very easy. And there's something you need to remember. First, If you want a smooth and fine toolpath, you need to set the torrent of the toolpath is pretty tight. So this project toolpath, you can see the torrent is set very tight to yeah, you can see very tight torrent. And also we do the same with this 3D toolpath. If you don't set it the torrent tight, you get a rock toolpath. You can see this toolpath and this toolpath are very tight torrent, cutting torrent. So you can see the move is very small move. So we get a smooth cutting. And after you got it toolpath, you should do the toolpath. So to make sure you're not gonna pause it. Yeah, just keep this one to use on the machine. And because this is a back chamfering tool, there is some case you cannot use it. For example, if this intersection line is not shallow, it's so steep, you cannot use this tool. For this is 45 degree back chamfer. It just can work well on some shallow surface. You can see if this hole move too far away to the side of this hole, you cannot use that tool. You need to use a lollipop cutter. So you can see on this case we have a shallow cut intersection line. We have shallow, and we can use this pretty nice with the back chamfering tool. But on this case, the hole was shift to the side of this big hole, and you can see now it's become the intersection curve. It become more steep. If we look from this direction, you can see it's more steep. It's steeper than this one. And if you try and you keep moving this hole far away from the center of the big hole, it's gonna be something very steep, and where you cannot use the back chamfering tool anymore, and you have to switch to the lollipop cutter and do it in the other way. Solid regenerate. You can see this is very steep. You can do the chamfer pretty nice here, but when you go to here, the chamfer tool will cut into the part, so it's not good to apply this um, tip on the hole like this. It's too far away from the center. Okay, so that's all for today. I have some difficulty in demonstration, but I hope you can understand what I mean and what I want to show you, and I hope it can be useful in some cases. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you again for watching, and goodbye for now. See you later. Bye bye.